What if I told you that your writing goals could become reality in the next 12 months? Would you believe me? The truth is that most writers start the year out with these big goals and big dreams, but come March, all of it will have become dust. Maybe you come in thinking you're going to finish that novel, and then what happens? You do nothing. And in today's video, I wanted to talk to you how we can set goals that actually are achievable. I'm going to give you a proven strategy, not just to set your writing goals, but also to reach them this year. There's no fluff in this video, just actionable steps. And trust me, if I can do it, so can you. Let's dive in. So I'm going to start with a harsh truth, and that is that most writers will fail to reach their goals because they don't have a system to fall back on. They rely on motivation, which, by the way, is not a professional way to approach your writing. You need to have systems and goals in place to be able to go where you want to go. And here's what happens instead. If you set vague goals, like, I'm going to start writing more this year. Great, but what does it more even mean? If you don't break down your goals into manageable steps, you're never going to reach your goal. And if you don't track your progress, then, you can't even see if you've written more this year or not. Let's talk about how you can reach your goal. This year, we're going to change all of that. I'm going to show you how you can set clear, actionable, doable, trackable goals with a system that actually works. Trust me, I wrote so many books last year. And step one is to be crystal clear about what you actually want to achieve. And here's how you do it. Be very specific on what outcome you want to have. Instead of saying, hey, I want to write more, say, I want to finish the first draft of my 80,000 word novel by December 1st. You add a clear deadline, because deadline will give you a focus and a sense of urgency. And don't worry, I'm going to show you how to break it down and make it more manageable. Here's a quick example. I set the goal to finish multiple projects last year, and at first it felt quite overwhelming. But once I broke them down into manageable chunks and set clear deadlines, all of a sudden I ended up achieving a lot more than I actually thought I would, because I started writing every day. I created a routine that made it able for me to do that. And step two is to make your big goals into manageable chunks. And this is a formula that I swear by. So if you have this 80,000 words project and you want to finish it in somewhat 12 months, here's how you break it down. You say that monthly you're going to write 20,000 words. And that means 5,000 words weekly, 714 days a day. Boom. Suddenly, it's not that big and scary. It seems quite doable, doesn't it? So I encourage you to pause this video for a moment, sit down and write down your goal, and then break it down into monthly, weekly, and daily steps. Trust me, you'll feel so much more like you will become a productivity superhero if you do this. Now, welcome back. Step 3 is to build a writing habit. Because here's the deal. Goals give you direction, and habits is the way to get there. James Clear says it the best. You don't rise to the level of your goals, you fall to the levels of your systems. So if you make sure to have a system in place, that's how you reach a goal in the end. Start small, like writing every day, maybe just for 5 minutes or 10 minutes, because it's the consistency that matters. And my favorite tool to help me build a habit is to set a timer, like trying the Pomodoro method, where you write for 25 minutes and then you take a 5-minute break. Track your progress and use a simple habit tracker or an app to make sure that you reach your goals. Putting in those check marks are really satisfying. And reward yourself. Did you write 500 days? Great. Treat yourself to your favorite cup of coffee. Step number 4 is to track your progress and adapt. Because here's the thing, life happens, and some weeks your progress is going to be amazing, and some weeks it's not. And that's okay. The key here is to regularly check in with yourself and see how you're coming along with your goals. Ask yourself, are you on track? What's working? What needs adjusting? And if you fall behind, don't panic. Just adjust and reset. Keep on going. Because the important thing is the progress. It's not the perfection. Step 5 is to iterate and revise. Because as I said, life will happen, and you will have to look at your goals and see if you can't achieve them, then go back and see if you can do anything else. I have a process where I go back and I check once a month if I'm on track and if I need to reiterate and do something differently. Because it's okay to take a step back and to change things. And sometimes you will even write faster than you thought you would. And here's the truth. Reaching your writing goals doesn't happen overnight. It happens one day, one page, one word at a time. But this year, you have a plan. And plans make all the difference. So let me know in the comments what your big writing goal for 2025 is. And I'm going to keep on cheering you on. I'm going to be here to give you advice on how you can stay productive and how you can make writing into a daily habit. And if this video helped you, please subscribe for more videos like this. I want to help you write faster and be happier. And, remember, your story matters. So keep on writing it. And before we end this video, I wanted to circle back a little bit to the tracking habits when you track your writing, because there are a gazillion different ways that you can do this. But one way that I use is that I have a habit tracker on my phone, where I just, it's a check mark box. So even if I write for 5 minutes, I get the check mark. Or if I write for 5 hours, it doesn't matter. And that is such a satisfying way for me to know that I've reached the goal of actually writing. But I also tend to track how much I write when I write my first draft. So I have an Excel sheet where I just write, how many words did I write? How long did it take? And also just to track the progress of how my manuscript is growing, because I usually have a goal in mind. Maybe I want to write 50,000 words or whatever. Just look at what you need and try to adapt for that. I hope that 2025 will be your best year ever. And bonus tips for all of you out there who are struggling with motivation. You know what to do? Try and find your why. Why do you want to write? Why do you want this story to come out there? Finding your why is one of the key things that helps me stay motivated on those days when it's a bit harder. And also trying to build a writing community and having friends who are going through the same thing is a huge help for me. So yeah, that's all for today. Good luck with your writing this year, and please follow if you want more videos like this. I'm going to host writing sprints and lives this year is the plan. So yeah, thank you for today. Talk to you soon. Bye.